And let's go back to CBS News for a special report. Here's Dan Rather.
We switch live to Baghdad now as part of our CBS News coverage of the events in and around Iraq. In the last few minutes, there's been this sequence of events. There have been sirens in the distance. Those sirens then were followed by calls to prayer, the usual hour call to prayer. Anti-aircraft fire has first appeared very sporadically. Now there's a good bit of anti-aircraft fire, as you can see in the distance. It's been reported but not confirmed that there were rumbles of explosions in the far distance about 7 or 8 minutes ago. The facts are few. B-52s took off from England early this morning. Their targets unknown, their arrival time over the targets unknown. But obviously the Iraqis believe that an air raid is either underway on the outskirts of Baghdad or about to be. We pause so you can hear the eeriness of this situation. Baghdad has been hit twice. Those sounds would appear to be anti-aircraft fire. When a cruise missile hits, or one of the laser-guided big bombs, perhaps an F-117, you will hear a large thump and a muffled boom. David Martin's the Pentagon as we continue to give you these shots of Baghdad with rumbles in the far distance reported but not confirmed, and anti-aircraft fire going up fairly regularly now. David Martin, what do you know?
Well, Dan, I think we know exactly what those Iraqi gunners know, that a big American strike is coming at them. They have radar. They can see these planes massing. They can even pick up cruise missiles on their radar, and they can see what's coming at them. And these are, I think, nervous gunners shooting at shadows right now, but they won't be shadows for long. And it may well be that those rumbles in the distance are, in fact, weapons impacting targets that are part of the air defense system around Baghdad, because, of course, that's when you conduct a major raid like this, one of the first things you need to do is suppress the air defenses, take out the individual radars that will track planes, take out the command and control centers that link the radar to anti-aircraft missiles. And those, of course, would be on the outskirts of Baghdad so that they could pick up planes and cruise missiles before they got to their target. So it's possible that those rumbles we heard are that. But I think once these weapons start getting to Baghdad, there won't be any mistake that a raid is in progress.
General Joe Ralston, our CBS News consultant, we did not, in fact, hear those rumbles in the distance. What we heard, and all we heard, was anti-aircraft fire, but there are reports from Baghdad that, quote, rumbles were heard in the distance. Now, besides radar installations, some kind of air defense installations, are there not some of Saddam Hussein's elite Republican Guard forces in the general area of the outskirts of Baghdad?
That's my understanding. It's exactly right. These are the most loyal troops to Saddam Hussein, and they are his inner circle, if you will, to protect him.
General Joe Ralston. Well, there's that heaviness in the air of waiting as we watch Baghdad and the anti-aircraft fire subsides, at least for the moment. We hear no sounds, eerie quiet. I'm going to take you back to CBS Sports in the basketball game with the assurance that if, as is expected, anything happens in Baghdad, sports will be bringing it back, right back to us. So back to CBS Sports, March Madness in the basketball. And from CBS News World Headquarters in New York, we take you directly live to Baghdad. the fiercest anti-aircraft fire of the day. Obviously, the Iraqis believe that an attack is underway. Attacks have been in the far distance for about the last 30 to 45 minutes. An official in Washington has said there's obviously